I will teach class 7 chapter 4, that is heat. As in previous lecture I had discussed about the word temperature and its measurements. In this chapter I had continued with the next topic, that is transfer of heat. To understand this topic, firstly we have to know about the word heat. So heat is the form of energy. As transfer of heat involves the movement or flow of heat from a body which is at higher temperature to a body which is at colder temperature. So that is the reason the hot tea become cold when it plays for few times. As the hot tea transfer its heat from a hot body to colder surrounding. That's why due to transfer of heat, a hot tea become cold. As the temperature of the hot cup of tea is high and the temperature of surrounding is low. So that's why this transfer of heat take place from hotter part to colder part. Here, next term is conduction. To understand the word conduction, there is an activity in your book. You can see that activity. I will introduce you here. Here is the aluminium rod and I have fixed some few pieces of wax here. At the one end of the aluminium rod, I had burned a candle. Due to this burning of candle, that one end heated up and here transfer of heat take place. This can be easily understood when the wax of that joint here goes down. Here the first wax goes down and the other next wax loses its path. So here the transfer of heat is take place from hot end of the aluminium rod to the cold end. Here the process of transfer of heat from the hot end of a solid object towards the cold end is called conduction. So you have to clear the word conduction, that is transfer of heat from hot part to colder part. So next topic is types of solid. Here we have two types of solids, that is conductors as well as insulators. So conductors are the substances which allow the heat to pass through them very easily. So few examples of conductors are iron, copper, aluminium. As you see here, aluminium rod allow the heat to pass from one end to another end. So next is insulators. Insulators are the substances which do not allow the heat to pass through them. That is wood, plastic, rubber. As you see at your home, the saucepan has a handle which is made up of plastic or wood, so that you can easily place that saucepan on the burning stove and cook the food very easily by handling it. So that handle made up of plastic as well as wood do not allow the heat which comes out from the stove towards your hand, as this is bad conductor of heat. So these substances are called insulators. So the next topic is convection. Convection is the mode of heat propagation in which heat moves from one place to another by actual motion of material particle. What does it mean? To understand the word convection, you have to see here the activity. Here is a burning stove and the conical flask contain a water content. As the heat goes towards this end, the water plays here heated up and its density decreases and it rises up. As the water rises up, the water plays at the sides and the walls of this vessel to take the place of the hot water. Similarly, this water gets heated up and rises up, and another water which are on the side which are colder take the place of the hotter water. In this way the cycle completes and the water gets heated. So this is the process of the convection. In the coastal area, people living in coastal regions see this natural convection process. I can introduce these these words, that is sea breeze and land breeze, which is given by the natural convection. This phenomena is easily understood in the places of the coastal region. The people living in coastal region can easily understood the phenomena of natural convection. To understand this natural convection, you have to know the two words, that is sea breeze and land breeze. As you see, the sun gives equal amount of heat to both land as well as the sea water. In the daytime, you can see the land of the coastal region heated up and the air rises above. As the air rises above, to take the place of this, the colder air from the sea goes towards the land. As it goes towards the land, to complete the cycle, the hotter air goes towards the sea. As you see here, the hotter air goes towards the sea and the colder air goes towards the land. In this way, the air goes from sea is called sea breeze. Similarly, the process is reversed in the night. That is, as in the night, land and sea both are cooler down at lower temperature. But the temperature of the land is low as compared to sea water. So in this term, at the night, the hotter air from sea goes towards the land, and to complete the cycle or take the position of that air, the colder air from sea goes toward the sea. So in this way, the air goes from land. So the air which goes from land is called land breeze. As you see here, from land the air goes towards sea, and the colder air from land goes toward the land. You can see here, the hotter air from sea goes toward the land and the colder air from land goes toward the sea. This happens at night. But here, the colder air from sea goes toward land, but the hotter air from land goes toward the sea. So this phenomena is called natural convection. So here I had discussed about the transfer of heat by two methods, that is conduction and convection. The third method is radiation. I will discuss in the next lecture. I will join the PDF file along with this video. You can answer the questions and write the work in classwork as well